Today we have beautiful, a little bit dirty Toyota Camry 2002 V6 under the hood, and this Camry has a few problems. ABS doesn't work, car runs and drives, but yeah, we have to fix it, make sure vehicle is good to go back on the road and can be used as a daily driver. Well, in this video I'm going to do my basic diagnostics. I think we have ABS sensor input problem, that computer doesn't see proper speed signal from the sensor. I have a key in my hand. Let's start the vehicle, read the codes, and go from there. Luxury Toyota this time, not Lexus. It has a leather seats and a sunroof. Good vehicle, and let's see how many clicks we have. And we have only 220,338 kilometers. For Toyota is nothing. We have a beautiful V6 under the hood. Let's start the vehicle. Vehicle fired right up. I can hear we have some exhaust leak, and engine light is illuminating, and we also have an ABS light. Yeah, let's start with the basics. As I said, check the codes and do our troubleshooting. Yeah, for the diagnostics I'm going to use my blue driver OBD scan reader with my Android phone. Pretty cheap, pretty easy setup, only $100. And then we might need to use a launch. This is 431 V plus, and also we need a multimeter, $25 multimeter. Works great. Yeah, let's turn the vehicle off, connect our blue driver, start with the easiest and cheapest tools. There's our OBD connector. If you don't have expensive scan tool, no worries, we should be fine. At least, yeah, we can pull the codes and see what's up. Let's open the window. It's getting cooking hot inside. Let's get that one open as well, get some air draft. Okay, it will take a little while to get scanning completed. Yeah, if you have any questions, comments, critics, suggestions, put everything down in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel. Very appreciated that. 5 codes found. Beautiful. All right, let's adjust our mileage on a scanner to 20. Okay, just do that to 20. 338. That's correct. We're in kilometers, not miles. All right, then continue. Here we go. Now we have a P0325 knock sensor 1 circuit, and we have only one. Well, that's knock sensor code, engine and transmission. And here we have 3 anti-brake system codes. All right, C1223 ABS control system malfunction, C1336 0-point calibration of deceleration sensor undone. Okay, let's scan the system with a launch and see what launch will tell us. But this is already something. We know our ABS control system malfunction, that's for sure, and 0-point calibration on deceleration sensor undone. All right, I have my battery maintainer, aka battery charger connected to the battery, because we'll keep a key on for some time. We don't want to drain the battery. And under the hood we have a beautiful, super nice, reliable engine, 1MZ FE, and this engine, one of the best engines Toyota ever made. Okay, let's continue our diagnostic. Connect my launch. Launch is running. Here we go. I have a health report completed. Launch is more helpful, and we have 3 DTCs, digital trouble codes, engine code for knock sensor, which we don't worry about it, and ABS VCC track codes, 2 codes, C0210 rear speed sensor circuit and C1223 ABS control system malfunction. This is our direction, rear speed sensor, and yeah, something is going wrong with that guy. We know where to look first. We're going to the rear right sensor, which is over there, and continue our diagnostics. Before going to the wheel speed sensor and doing some checks with the multimeter, let's go and read a data stream and see what is our actual values. Okay, next step, I have a few data pits set up. We have front left, front right, and rear left, rear right, ABS speed sensors graphed on the screen. Let's take a vehicle for a spin and see if we have any readings from the sensors. And right now a vehicle is parked, it's not in motion, we have 0 kilometers. Let's start the vehicle and yeah, take it for a spin and see if we have any signals and what those signals are. My camera set up. Let's go for a ride. And we have readings. Let's speed up a bit. Yeah, and we're missing signal from the rear right wheel speed sensor. No signal whatsoever. Most likely we have some dirt getting inside the reluctor wheel, and sensor is not reading anything, and our ABS light is flashing. Let's turn around and yeah, okay, that's something very handy test, and you can grab those sensors and see if they're reading anything. Yep, as you can see, the rest of the 3 sensors are reading the same signal. And yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, let's check that sensor and what's happening with that guy and why we're not reading anything. And take a screenshot. Yeah, beautiful. This is our problem here. No signal, no signal. All right, let's go to the sensor. Terrible. Everything's just covered. Look at that mud. Oh boy, look at that. Oof. Very dirty, but look at that. Covered. I wish this vehicle was washed before it came, and seems like this vehicle needs a good cleanup. Yeah. Anyway, here's our ABS sensor connector, and on Toyota Lexus it's not just a 110mm screw and pull the sensor out. There's a different design. They have those round type reluctors on the back of the wheel bearing, which takes a little bit more time to get it out, but it's doable. Yeah, look at that mud. Just throw it up and turn it into the dirt. Yeah, that could be the problem. That dirt got inside a sensor reluctor wheel, and now it doesn't function properly. Yeah, look at that. Terrible. Let's grab our small flat pry bar screwdriver. Very helpful tool. Disconnect that electrical connector, inspect the plug, check the wiring harness, and yeah, start with a visual inspection. And as you can see, this ABS sensor is way on the bottom here. There's electrical connector, and the harness is coming all the way up. Let's just see if nothing's broken. So far, everything's okay. Let's follow the harness up, where most likely it can get damaged, not inside the vehicle, outside of course. And let's just see if we have any cuts, any damages to the wiring harness, and where it enters inside the cab here. And so far everything's on the harness side. Visually looks just fine. Yeah, lots of dirt. Let's disconnect this sensor. Just in case, I ordered a new sensor. If I need it, I can finish my repair. Just take a look. And we have a locking tub here, and our sensor sits like that. You press it, it unlocks, and pull it out. Yeah, very easy, very simple. 2 pins, and this is our Toyota ABS sensor. Okay, finally, without breaking anything, I got it out. Just use 2 screwdrivers. One is like a little pry bar. Just pushed in the pin and pry this one out. And yeah, I disconnected the sensor, and it seems like someone, yeah, no, it's not broken. I was wrong. Just was hard to see from the back when it's not unplugged. And what you have to do, just push this locking tab down over here, this guy, and then carefully pry the connector back, and then it will come out. Don't rush it, don't force it, otherwise you will break the connector and then it will create another problem. Yeah, just pry this locking tab down, unlock the pin, and pull it out. Don't pull the wiring, just pull the connector. Okay. Yeah, what we're looking for now, for any moisture intrusion. See, there's a weather seal. Seems like it's intact. Okay, I hope it's focused enough. Pins are not burned, not spread, and we don't have any rusty crusties so far. Wiring and connector is okay. Let's check the back of the sensor. 2-wire design, reluctor type. This sensor is producing own voltage. Yep, and we have power, reference, voltage, and signal return. There's 2 of them. 2 wires. So far everything looks okay. 1 wire will have the voltage supply from the ABS module, and a signal return back 0.63. Okay, that's what we're getting. 0.6 volts. Quite low, in my opinion. As we know, our rear left side ABS is working good, and for the reference I have sensor unplugged, and let's go and check the supplied voltage from the ABS module to the left rear sensor, and see if we have any differences. We had 0.63 on the right. Let's turn the key to the on position and see if we have higher voltage. If not, it means that 0.3 or 0.6 is a supplied reference voltage from the module. That's fine. I'm just touching the pins. Let me set a multimeter and set it to volts DC. And all right, I hope you can see it. Yeah, two wires. All right, what do I have? And we have 0.63 volts, same voltage. And yeah, that's it. Means Toyota has that lower voltage supply from the module to the ABS sensors. That's fine. We verified, we know our voltage the same on the left and right. Let's go do the test at the sensor. Test the sensor itself. Okay, let's check the resistance on the new sensor. And I'm expecting to see around 1,2300 ohms. That's what you usually read from the good working ABS sensor. This sensor is not quite the same as you see those ones are normally used on other vehicles, and I don't have a specs for it. Let's read a new sensor and see what we have. I have my multimeter set to ohms. Let's check our meter first, and it's working. We have 0.15, 14 ohms of resistance on our leads. And yeah, let's touch those two pins and see what resistance we have. And we have OL. Yeah, we have an open circuit out of limit. And yeah, this sensor is open. I'm not sure if it's okay for this type of sensor or not. Leave a comment down under the video in the comment section below. This is new, and yeah, here's a part number, SKP, ABS wheel speed sensor. And I think this is fine. Let's put it back in the box and go to known good passenger side, driver side, and check the resistance on the sensor. Interesting. What readings we have at known good sensor on left. All right, here's my multimeter set to ohms, and I'm going to touch those two pins, and let's see if we have any values on it and what readings we have. I'm going to find those pins and touch them. Okay, here we go. Need longer wiring. I can feel it. There's one, and I found another one, and we have open circuit, OL. All right. Seems like that's fine with this type of sensor, but not 100% sure. But it is what it is. Be honest, I don't like that very low voltage supplied to the sensor. I have never seen it before. Usually you will get around 4.5, and yeah, we had 0.63, which is low. Well, all right, we'll keep that in mind. And let's check the resistance on this sensor. I guess it will be probably the same. Let me set my multimeter. First time, actually, honestly, this is the first time I see this type of sensors. Yeah, that day when you learn something, and YouTube helps to do that. Okay, and I found those pins, and we have open circuit on this one. Well, it means this sensor probably supposed to be like that. Alright, we have a new one reading the same as left and right. I won't blame the sensor yet, yeah, but we have OL reading. Okay, right, now we're at the point when we have to take the wheel bearing off, get a hub out, and replace the sensor itself. Well, when we'll get to the sensor, we'll get a visual inspection done. What's happening with that sensor, we don't know yet, but we know the rest of the three sensors are working. We check the voltage down to the sensor from the module. They're all the same on the left and right, and we check the resistance on the new sensor, and used seems like they're supposed to be like that, OL open. If you know why, just leave a comment down in the description below. I'm not 100% sure. Here we go, she's out. Let's take a closer look. Here's some rust, as you can see on the outside, and no rust or moisture got inside the sensor, and it's a magnet. You can see, yeah, magnetic. And yeah, here's some old grease from the factory. Yeah, visually inside sensor looks just fine to me, and no moisture, no dirt. We don't see any debris getting inside the sensor. Some paint is peeling a little bit. Okay, well, it looks pretty ugly and bad on outside, but inside, as I said, visually just fine. Well, let's take a look on a reluctor wheel. Here's our reluctor wheel, and as you can see, those slots, and none of them damaged or bent. They look just fine. They are magnetic too a little bit from the magnet, and I don't see any debris or dirt inside. There's some bearing grease is on the bottom, I can see, and around here we see some a little bit of moisture got in, but I don't think that was a problem with the air gap on the back. And yeah, everything looks just fine, nice and clean. Let's lift the assembly up, and oh yeah, bearing is pretty bad. Now we can hear it, it's dry, and as I said, it doesn't have much play, but you could feel it. Yeah. You can hear that little bit of grinding. Yep. Oh yeah. Definitely, it's a wheel bearing. Yeah, I would say we need a wheel bearing, and yeah, might as well replace the wheel bearing, put a new sensor, and should be good. I don't see the point just replacing the sensor. We see that wheel bearing is on the way out, and might as well let's put a new wheel bearing and a new sensor, then we know everything on this side is not a problem and we should be all good to go. Yeah, I will say need a wheel bearing. Might as well. 220,000 kilometers, this original one, and it has a grinding noise a bit. By the way, how to replace the wheel bearing hub assembly on Toyota Camry, yeah, video will be down in the description, check it out. New wheel bearing hub assembly is installed. Let's check it out. All brand new. It came with a sensor and everything's connected, as you can see on the back. Should be good to go for a long time. And we used another tack wheel bearing hub assembly, good quality parts. Let's put a tire back and yeah, erase the codes, take your vehicle for a spin, and it should be good. Alright, we're back to data stream menu, same data pits, and rear right wheel sensor is working. We're getting a signal, beautiful, and our ABS light is not lit anymore, beautiful, and it's fixed. Vehicle runs and drives, but we have to fix that engine light later. Appreciated your time watching this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.